Hello everybody and welcome back to HeMakesMePlay. I am Marius and I am blind. I cannot see and therefore I make other people play video games for me. And today I am here again with Vincent. Hello Vincent.
Hey Marius.
How are you doing? It has been a week since I saw you last time.
Yeah, I noticed you are still wearing the same
Yes,
clothes.
they are washed and new.
Right.
Nobody thinks this is funny. Let's go, we have to meet Ruby and I'm very excited. We went into an underground passageway past the pipe and a metal door in the fishing village where Ruby is perhaps hiding in an old abandoned power plant. Is that correct?
Possibly.
Yes. And we found this because we talked to the wind twice, actually.
Yeah. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is unequip the multi-tool because it's massive.
Is it actually called multi-tool?
It's called
like in
multi-tool.
Deus Ex?
Yeah. It's also, if you look at it, it looks like a mixture of like a lighter and
a crowbar.
No, that's the thing. There's no real crowbar part.
Okay.
The other half looks a little bit like a bottle opener.
Okay. Well, it's like a Swiss Army knife.
It says in the description, this is an advanced pry bar. A pry bar plus 2, if you will.
Okay, I get it. Anyway, want to equip the flashlight?
It's not actually dark here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So what's going on here?
Okay, we took one step into the area.
Yeah.
And we already have a thought.
Okay.
Shall I describe first, or?
Sure.
Okay. So, as I said, where we started was the door. We've broken that off, and we are looking into, how would you call that? Not the ceiling.
Floor? Wall?
No.
Room?
Okay, whatever. I don't. It looks like a production area. Basically, it has
like a factory hall.
Yeah, it has either it's very small tiles on the floor, or maybe it's a steel grid. That could also be.
Oh, okay.
There are multiple beams made of steel that connect the
ceiling
walls.
and the floor. Or the walls. Okay.
Yeah, because the walls and the ceiling, I assume. And yeah, there are basically steel pillars and then steel beams that go across these pillars.
Very industrial environment. So
Right.
when we're not in a sewer type environment.
No.
Right? Okay, yeah.
No, it looks run down, certainly.
Bit rusty.
Yeah, there's also some equipment. There's a table turned over,
Okay.
laying there, and there's an area where there's just some junk and dirt. And I think...
Seems rather uninviting, I would say.
Yes.
But we have to look. A girl and possible murder suspect might be hiding here.
Well, let's see what perception has to say.
Yes.
Is it perception? You should take out your flashlight. Okay. Thank you. Good
See,
call.
Vincent?
Yes,
Even perception
yes,
told you
yes,
to
yes.
now.
Yes. Okay, there are also rats running around.
Ugh. Do we have to fight them?
I
And
don't
get
think so.
level 1.
They are not murder rats or something. Okay,
Like
so
guard says, kill 20 rats in the old factory.
so the table. Let's look at that. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something.
Ugh,
Can we interact with it?
orange, like mold, is the worst.
Yeah. Then there's a door that is broken open, and out of it is some... we can interact with it. That's weird. It looks like there's just sacks of something.
Sandbags?
Yeah, maybe that's it. And they are just stacked atop each other, and they basically go almost to the very top.
Okay.
And flow out of the door. And the door is actually it's a double door, and that's basically, it looks like it's burst open, and it's hanging there. And we could interact with that.
That implies the room beyond may have been filled with these bags, and it has been filled to the breaking point. Okay.
But yeah, apparently that is an exit of this room. But first
it's an exit. Okay.
interact, with the door.
Okay.
This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Basement was the word I was looking for earlier.
Ah, I see. Mm-hmm.
And then there are some old pipes and the amount of dirt. And there's also some equipment. Antiquated office furniture. Last century, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And we have a thought for that. Brought down and forgotten. So long ago. Okay, and then we run into the other direction.
Mm-hmm. Eerie music, indeed.
Yeah, and there are some crates, plastic crates. Old file folders in the cart. Documents, silvery with mold.
Mm-hmm.
And there's plenty more to explore here. Actually, that's outside. Okay. So basically, we are under the wooden planks, right around the Feld Building.
Under the boardwalk.
Yeah, genau.
Yeah, okay.
Boardwalk. And we are under them, and the sun is shining through them.
We're like under the city in its seedy underbelly.
Exactly.
Exploring its dark secrets.
And apparently the secrets are old filing cabinets. Well, I think there's one more of them. Or maybe it's glass. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Isn't it? Not
pane is the surface, you know.
Yeah, okay.
The sheet.
There's some loot. Honey? No, it's jacket. Inter-isolary suit jacket.
Oh, is that the jacket of what's his name? Doom Spiral?
No, I think we found that, right?
Didn't he reject it, saying it's too dirty, it's not his jacket?
Yeah, but I think we did something with the old lady there that she washed
it and then he accepted it?
Yeah.
You might be right.
Maybe.
Does it have stats? I mean, this is a weird place to get to find
right.
Loot, so I want to know.
It has +1 suggestion.
Oh, just one.
Huh. Yeah,
maybe that's a good item. Do we want to wear it? What would it replace?
It would replace the RCM commander's jacket, which has +1 esprit de corps and +1 visual calculus.
Put on the suggestion jacket. That may also not be an accident that this is before we find Ruby. I think talking to possibly a young girl, suggestion might be more helpful than esprit de corps.
That's a good thought. I'm also wondering, I'm looking through the items right now because I think we have more inter-isolary items.
Oh, like a set. But the game doesn't really have set bonuses, right?
Inter-isolary trousers, +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. I don't know what we're currently wearing. Oh, we're wearing the Royal Carabiner pants. +1 speed. Oh, we're looking so good. It's a white suit, basically.
Should we just wear this? Just while we're around here?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd love to, but I'm looking. Do we have anything else? Inter-isolary dress shirt.
Yeah, put on the set. See what happens.
Okay. Anything else? Just a few more items, but I don't think so. No, that's it.
Okay.
Is one of our other items inter-isolary? Nope, I don't think so. But yeah, we are currently wearing a beautiful white suit with the Mask Banger's red blues, which looks absolutely perfect, right? These are suit shoes.
Yeah.
Which are also white and red colored. Fit perfectly. We're also wearing a bow knot.
Yeah, I was thinking, do you want to put on the Inland Empire tie?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. I kind of just feel like it right now.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it has some suggestions.
And we're still wearing our orange bum head.
That's fine. We don't have, we need an inter-isolary hat.
Yeah, and the oversized superstar sunglasses.
That's fine. I think we look quite dapper, Vincent. I want to run around like this.
Yeah.
That's good. This is now our default outfit.
Honestly, I wish we had another hat. But
well, we gave the Dick Mullen hat away.
Right.
Yeah.
Well.
And no new good hat came our way. Anyway, now that we've redressed ourselves in this underbelly of the city, let's keep exploring this horrible place.
We're done with the basement as far as I can tell. Okay. So let's crawl through some sandbags.
Sure. I guess that leads into the factory, right? Or
we can get out here. Okay, so
okay.
there was a part of the Mauer that was missing. The wall.
The wall, yes.
Yeah.
We're Germans. Hello.
Exactly. Guten Tag.
Yeah. Schnell.
And I thought we could just look out, but we can actually go outside under the Broadwalk. And there's just some sand, but there are some items. Yeah, I can click on, not items, just buttons. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. And we have a new room we can enter.
Oh, wow.
And there are actually one bunk bed and some tools, I think.
Oh, shit, this might be her hideout.
And we have a thought, and this is a room. But what room is it? Is it? So, okay, there's a bunk bed. There's like a window, but a slot window. So a vertical slot window, very narrow. And there's also a picture of a man in half profile with a great beard. And some cutlery. Okay, maybe it's not tools, maybe it's just cutlery and food stuff and that kind of stuff. But it looks very lived in.
Okay.
So we have a thought for that. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Okay.
Someone else may have been hiding here. Okay.
And then we have a button on the table with the food stuff.
Yeah.
These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. Okay. There's, I believe, some loot over here. What is that? A revolutionary's hat.
There's the hat.
I love it.
Let's put it on.
Perfect.
Yeah. What's the stats?
+1 to Masovian socioeconomics.
Sure, I'll take it.
This looks so. This white suit in contrast. The hat is basically like a Russian's.
Felt hat, like I have.
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
It's
I love those hats.
It's white or light gray.
Yeah.
And at the very front, it has on a thicker part, right above this top of the hat, it has a white star and antlers.
Actual antlers, or painted on.
Painted on.
Okay. Looks nice. Does it have earmuffs that come down? Ear flaps?
Not just flaps. It has like the whole. It goes all the way around the head.
Nice. It is cold weather. Good for Harry to stay warm.
Yeah. It also says. So the description is, an ushanka with a Masovian logo, a pair of deer antlers on its silvery white front. Your ears feel cuddled and cared for by the state.
Yes, that's the point. Ushanka is the name?
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't know that.
Me neither. Might also be something in the game.
All right. Let's move on. I want to talk to Ruby.
Okay, just let me... One moment, I want to take a look at our skills. Do we actually... And we had that question before. Do we get the skill now that we have a +1 to it? Or not the
But that's
the
not
skill,
a real skill.
Yeah,
that's like one
the
of...
thought.
Is it an actual thought?
I'm pretty sure it is, because we have other equipment that works the same way, and that... I mean, we don't know... That's the thing. We have, for example, our inter-isolary trousers gives us +1 to Kingdom of Conscience.
Yeah.
But we already have the skill, right?
That was a thought.
Kingdom
I mean,
of
it's not a
Conscience.
skill.
Yeah, and it doesn't change anything that we have the trousers on. Maybe if we would have the skill but not research it. Anyway.
This is a very obscure, confusing part of the game.
Okay, here we go. We have a thought.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory.
And we can either say, this is an ushanka, right? And we pat the hat. Or we can say, oops, this is a fashion faux pas. And we discard the thought and the hat.
No, do number one.
We keep the hat.
Kraz Mazov would have worn this Ushanka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Okay.
Okay. And we have another thought. Here we go.
Hey, psst.
It's the hat.
No, it's still rhetoric.
Oh, okay.
I think this is the skill asking us if we want to be communist. We can either look around or ask, who, me?
Yeah, who me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
And we can ask, number one, again? Or number two, how come there's word on the street? Or we can get the fuck out of here, no, and finish the thought.
Say again.
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
And we can say, number one, can't argue with that. Number two, yes, we should all stop building love. Or number three, love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Say that one. That sounds nice.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right?
How come there's word on the street?
Yeah.
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Is that what we were saying, Vincent?
I don't really remember
Because that's the
that.
word on the street.
I mean, it must have been you playing that time.
Yeah, I guess. So, what else?
We can say number one, oh, right, that sounds like me. Number two, I haven't said anything like that. Or number three, I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Number two, we haven't said anything like that.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
We can say number one, wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Okay, it's a wait option. Just take it.
Yeah.
Failure. It's about failure.
And we can say
Okay.
either failure or I don't do failure.
Failure? Question mark.
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
This is good writing. I like this.
Yeah. So we can either opt in by rolling up our sleeves and start building communism, or we can opt out by saying, it's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken.
How do you feel? I want to opt out. It's not this playthrough. We haven't taken any of the communist options.
We are almost done, and now this is like...
It's not us.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry. I like the hat, though. Can I keep that?
I
it's
hope
warm.
so.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. No objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone knows this.
Is that logic?
Yes.
Okay.
Let not failure ensnare you any further, beautiful pixie girl. Be an acrobat, a prancing fairy queen.
Who's
Did
that?
someone mention cocaine?
Oh my god.
Are we doing cocaine? No. I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism.
Cocaine. I guess that fills the void, huh? That communism leaves behind.
The skill before, be an acrobat, was savior fair.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one. There's one.
Inland.
Volition.
Oh, okay.
And we can either say, what should I do? Or, no, shut up. I want to lie down and let the water carry me downstream. And we
No.
discard the thought.
No, we're not doing that either. Ask.
You should build communism. Precisely because it's impossible.
Is that volition speaking now? Because
Yeah.
I'm willing to listen to volition.
Yeah, it is volition.
Okay.
And we are faced with the same options. Either opt in or discard thought.
How do you feel? I
still
still don't want to do it.
I mean, I like volition, no question, but we're at the end of or close to the end, I think. So
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. No,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm exercising my volition right now by choosing not to do it.
Exactly. So we say, no, shut up. I
Yeah.
want to lie down and let the water carry me downstream.
That's so dark.
Yes. Okay. and
All
that's
right,
it. Hey,
finally the voices have stopped.
we've kept the head.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the main thing here.
Oh.
Okay, now back to the task at hand.
Wait, there's more to explore here.
All right. Which, I mean, that is the task.
Yes.
So,
So there's the bunk bed. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures.
mhm.
Then there's the window. The same slit window you saw from the outside. And then there's the picture of the man.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
And we can either brush the dust of the portrait, or we can say, it's Kras Mazov. What a troublemaker he was.
Brush the dust.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
The sniper? Question mark? Why is this coming up now?
That's
Or it was just a vision memory of the Revolutionary War?
maybe, yeah. I was also, like, someone crouches, hands sweep across the sand, grain sticking to the frayed. My first idea was that was Ruby with the bullet,
Yeah.
but I guess he was more digging and less sweeping across.
Well, also, if it's a sniper, that implies the shooter was not Ruby, right? That a sniper being the killer would, I think, be supportive of the Ruby is a setup and a scapegoat story.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Still, don't know what to do with this vision.
Yeah, me neither. Do we say it's Kraz Masov? What a
Sure.
troublemaker?
Yeah.
Yes. Looks like some latter-day radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
Hey, we healed some morale.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And we can ask, number one, a long time ago? How long? Number two, what's with all these secret weapons caches and secret bunkers? Number three, maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy. And number four, could it be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the student's room? And then we have the conclude option, where we say, could someone have stopped through here recently?
Yeah, that gets us back to Ruby. Do number one.
A long time ago. How long?
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing.
He looks around.
I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Okay. Our next question, what's with all these secret weapon caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Interesting.
Okay.
Then maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
Sure.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
You're not sleeping here, Harry, while we're working.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also like the idea that, like, my thought was, yeah, okay, we're staying here for like a couple of days until we're done, and Kim immediately assumes, I mean, if you want to live here forever, sure, but can we do this case first?
Yeah. I'm living here now.
Yeah,
This is home.
this is so mean. Kim.
It's a move up from Tequila Sunset, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then the last question, could it be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the student's room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
And then we conclude by saying, could someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
He looks at the dust. Okay, and then
All
we
right.
leave.
Okay.
And
Where to now?
that was a nice addition. I believe there was another button for the north. More buttons. Okay, so there are footsteps here.
Ah, fresh.
Yes, we have a button there. And wait, we also have a thought. I'll do the thought first. There's something in the air. An unnatural buzzing.
Okay. What could that be? The power station? But it's no longer operational.
A cryptid?
A phasmid?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh god, this is so exciting.
Well, let's look at the footsteps.
Yeah.
Footprints in the sand. One of the soles appears more worn than the other.
Was this an indicator of Ruby's feet?
I mean, at least it's not the one with the line through it, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it would have said that.
Is there anything there? Maybe, but there's another pipe, I think. And the tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like playing Half-Life.
Yeah, we can.
Did you spot the G-Man?
Not yet, but I mean, okay, the question now is, do we want to follow this tunnel all the way to the end? Because I don't know where this goes. Or we can go back to the building and go through the sandbags.
Yeah, it sounds like a choice. But since we're here, go this way.
Okay.
I mean, there are the footprints. That's an indicator.
That's true. Wait, we have a thought. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound.
Yeah, I do want... Is that the church, maybe? The music?
That could be it. I mean, I think we're getting closer to it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Let's see.
another thought.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
And we ask, Lieutenant, do you feel something? Also, that's pain threshold talking.
Okay.
No, what do you mean?
Oh.
We can say, number 1, a pain, a strange tingling. Number 2, a ghost. And number 3, nothing. It's just my mind playing tricks.
Number 1.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
He looks ahead, beyond
Oh,
the
this is
arch.
very tense. Is there like another spot where the pail is or something, and Harry is sensitive to it?
Oh, yeah. That
And
could be.
because we have so much Inland Empire, only we can sense it.
But it's pain threshold talking, right?
That's true, yeah. But,
Ah.
maybe we wouldn't feel the pain if we weren't so sensitive.
That could be it, yeah.
It's only one way to find out, Vincent.
Well, we have a hold on option.
Okay.
Hold on. You really don't feel anything?
Mm-hmm.
No, but you are the sensitive one.
Ah,
I'm glad we
okay.
agree.
Yeah.
He trusts your gut feeling on this.
That was authority with a challenging success.
Mm-hmm.
And we say, I saw them too. Footprints, with the right sole worn smooth.
Yes.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
Option number 1. We've found out Everett's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it?
Ah, this is like last options before.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 2. We've met Joyce, but we don't know what she knows yet. We should probably find out. Number 3. We've still got a date with the pigs. And my gun.
Oh, this is really the game. Oh, god damn you, game. All right, go on, please.
Number 4. Do you think whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists? And number 5. How bad do you think things could get?
All right, take from the top.
Also, there's a conclude option at the end.
Sure.
So we say, we found out Everett's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next option. We've met Joyce, but we don't know what she knows yet. We should probably find out.
Definitely. I think she knows something. About the mercenaries, maybe. And she won't be around if the situation explodes.
Okay.
Option number 3. We've still got a date with the pigs. And my gun.
We absolutely cannot skip that appointment. Consider that 100% confirmed. I fear you'll need your gun for this.
His face
okay.
is stone.
Oh, man, okay.
His hand rests on his holster. It's not enough. You need a gun in your hand too. Your gun.
Oh, crap.
Option number 4. Do you think whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists?
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
Okay.
Then, last question. How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
I mean, that's pretty extreme to even think about
Yeah.
that. Just because of a murder? I mean, I guess if the Union gets really angry, I don't know.
He smiled in the dark.
Let's try not to worry, he thinks. If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
And then, then we conclude by saying, what do you think is waiting for us there?
Yeah.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Right. Well, I mean, you heard the man. We at least need the gun.
Yeah.
So I guess we can do stuff till then, right? That's only a time appointment.
Right.
So,
Cryptozoologist traps.
this is the least important thing.
And the closest.
Actually, the close. Now, do you want to go back to the sandbags and look at that?
Right, yeah.
Since we're here.
Mhm.
And I think I do want to tell Joyce all about Everett's
Yeah.
plans, because we don't like Everett.
Yeah.
Actually, Joyce has been much nicer.
Yeah. I'm not sure I like her companies, but
Yeah,
she
sure.
has been nicer.
Yeah. And that's, in the end, that's what matters.
Yeah. So we are in a loading screen
Okay.
through the sandbags.
Okay. Maybe it's just an alternative way in.
Okay, we are next to some stairs. We're in a stairway.
Just a different environment.
Yeah, basically. So this is just a very run down cement stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, this building is breaking down.
Is this the power plant?
This is the Feld Building.
That's what I mean by power plant.
Yeah, but it's not a power plant.
It's not a power plant. Okay,
it's
a factory.
More like an office, right? Or
Oh, didn't the Swedish guy say it had like computers in it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's not a power plant. Don't know why I keep thinking that.
But there is something here. Postcard. Martinez, 1908.
Nice.
98.
Can sell it
Yeah.
to the pawnbroker.
And then there's the window, which we were standing outside of, with a button.
Mm-hmm.
The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out, which is true because everything outside is just black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we move up the stairs. And I can't tell you how much this building is falling apart. Like, the walls are crumbling, there are steel beams falling down.
Like a building in Fallout 3 or something.
Yeah, basically. But not one of those where you enter and you are inside the building. It's
And
more
there's
one of...
a nice friendly ghoul there.
Yeah, it's more one of those where you... it doesn't even have a loading screen. Like, it's so much of a ruin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and now... Right, it is a Feld building. And we are standing at the roof, basically.
Cool. Can see all of the wonderful fishing village.
Yes.
Sounds like a Shivers check if I've ever seen one.
Well, I know that Shivers is a physical skill, and we have a physical button.
Mm-hmm.
Stones fall. It's a long way down.
Oh. No, Harry, don't do it.
Okay. There's also a steel beam with a button.
Mm-hmm.
We're going all the way to the... Okay. This is not... The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And then we are standing right at the very top now. We have a thought. The gusts of wind. The height feels dizzying. And I think we just gained enough XP. Yeah, we gained another 5
we have
XP.
4
or 1
levels.
XP. Yeah.
Yeah. But right now, nothing we need to invest it in.
Right. Can we do anything else here?
Yeah, it seems
Oh,
so far very anticlimactic.
yeah. So there is another building right next to it, and I thought for a moment we could go on that roof, but we can't. We can run around here a little bit, but we can't really interact with anything as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Well,
That's it, I guess. Maybe it'll become relevant later.
could be. Yeah.
Maybe we have to go here to communicate with the Zeppelin to ask about responsibility.
That could be.
I don't know. Did you notice how in the list of stuff we have to complete before we basically advance the main plot, it very conspicuously did not list get like audio cables from Egghead to give to programmer lady, because I think the whole church plotline is so separate from anything else in this game that you can still complete it while the rest of Martinez is steeped in revolution.
That's true. Do we still want to do it though?
No, no, it's fine. I think we can still do it afterwards, for sure.
After the Ruby stuff?
Yeah, and hey, remember we don't have infinite time right now because anything we do will advance the time.
That is true.
And when it's time to get the gun, we got to get the gun.
Right.
So I do think though that the phasmid stuff we can do it. You're right because we're close.
Yes. Also, I'm gonna put away the flashlight. Oh right, we have a speed bottle. I forgot about that.
Speed?
Yeah.
Oh, we took
Like
that from Kuno, right?
Drug. Yes.
I wonder how we could probably sell it.
Okay, there's a trap right here, but I think that's not
The
the
locusts
correct.
aren't doing all too.
Yeah, okay, no. That's not the one I was looking for. Just wondering why we couldn't interact with that one. Is that it? Is this it?
Morel's trap stands empty, just like the boathouses around it. The wind ruffles your sweaty hair.
And we release the locusts into the empty trap.
Okay.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Yeah. That's not the
Good.
point.
Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
Oh,
He
come
doesn't
on.
want to. But if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it.
Yeah, I forgot what is the next step now for cryptozoology. We just wait?
I think so, yeah. Let me look
Okay.
at the actual
Talk to morale?
task. No, I think we just wait.
Okay.
Find the Insulindian plasma here.
Yeah, okay.
No, you've restocked the trap. Now report to Lena in the whirling,
Sure.
which is on the way to Joyce,
Mhm.
so we might
Yeah,
as
we
well.
can do that. Also, I'm thinking we probably sleep before we talk to Ruby in the morning. Or confront whatever is there.
Okay.
Because there's one more thing that the list didn't have that I want to do, which is talk to Klasia without Kim. Which we haven't done,
Oh.
I don't think.
Yeah. That we could do.
But we have to sleep then, I'm pretty sure.
Did the game ever mention that specifically, or is it just something you want to do?
Well, there is a talking option with Klasia. Like, we talked to her about some personal stuff, and then the game basically said, do this again without Kim.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we discussed our dreams and stuff. We noticed we all three have the same dream. Maybe it was about that. Or it was about, like, what she heard from our room while we were destroying ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, just remember that we also had this. You should do that without Kim later.
Mm-hmm.
About the two boys in front of his car.
Yes.
Motor carriage.
And we did, and we got some cool jackets out of it.
Yeah, but Kim was still around for that.
I think we did it twice. First we talked to them without, and then with, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe you're right.
Okay, here, there's Lena. But
Yes,
there's,
Lena, give XP, please.
there's no morale.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
The elderly woman smiles up at you, hopefully. And we say, I restocked the empty trap. Where's morale?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for doing that, dear.
She manages a smile for you.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
She looks down at her hands.
Mm.
And we can say, number one, only the hardcore players left, huh? Number two, it's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds. Or number three, he gives up and I'm running around.
Don't be an ass.
Nah.
Say number two.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
So, who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Oh, but we know. We know.
And we can say, number one, something tells me it's up to me again. Number two, we'll take care of it, and we take it on. Number three, once more onto the breach then. And we take it on with undue optimism. Or good luck with that. My bug-chasing days are done.
Take it on, but without optimism.
We'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Fuck that cough. It's not happening. The insides of your lungs are lined with tobacco, a powerful antibacterial agent. You are unstoppable. Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
She knows it's fake.
Possibly.
Oh, maybe this is what happens if you're not being enthusiastic. I don't know.
Yeah,
Ugh,
maybe.
Did we pick the wrong option? Ugh.
Yeah.
All this work now for nothing? Ugh. Well.
Well, Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Mm-hmm.
Different? How?
The half moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up at you. I can say, number one, You've given up on the Phasmid. Number 2, you're not telling me the whole story. Or number 3, never mind.
Number 2?
I'm not. It's not that.
She doesn't know how to end that sentence. And we ask, what is it?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
She looks down, biting her lower lip.
Yeah.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
No, ma'am, we don't. Police officers don't dream.
Seeing the Insulindian Phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
I say, number 1, are you saying you made it up? Number 2, you seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something? Or number 3, so you haven't seen it? I should arrest you for lying.
Number 1 seems fine.
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the Phasmid's existence, that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That, and for years his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen, an extraordinary witness to grace.
But now we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
In the middle of that said, she shakes her head, still unable to meet your eyes.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
This is like unhold
He's just going through the motions of this is what I do when people confess normally.
Yeah.
It's not relevant enough to actually write it down. Okay.
He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Here's another difficult one. We have a red check.
Ah, crap. Okay.
Suggestion. Medium 10. First, tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie.
Oh. And that's just the first.
And here's the good thing.
Yeah.
We are very good at suggestion.
I know. That's like our forte. We even wear stuff right now with plus suggestion.
Oh, yeah. We're at 97%.
Ah, nice. What's the difficulty?
10.
It's not even that easy.
Yeah, it's a medium check, so.
Yeah.
We can also say, just to go through this, the red check is the first option, and number 2, to hell with this. I still believe you saw the Phasmid. Number 3, thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. Option number 4, okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one. And the last option, number 5, you're right about all of it, and I need to get back to my work.
Yeah, okay. These are all for people who don't do red checks, not us. Hit it, Vincent.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
And we can either talk to the suggestion and say, and I need something good here. Or we can say,
yeah, let's rock with our cock.
not again. We can also say out loud, wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the Phasmid.
Do the number 1.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Okay, and then we say, wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the Phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
And we can say, number one, Morel hated lecturing. You convinced him to do something real in this world. Or option number two, normally, when I think about stuff like woman and marriage, I feel bad. When I think about you and Morel, I feel okay. That counts for something, no?
It's kind of true.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, between those two. Do you think he hated lecturing?
He might have said something about
I
that.
think
but-
number two feels much more heartfelt.
Yeah, also, this you convinced him to do something real in this world after she just told us this everything.
So it's
she
a bit
just did,
weird,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah. So normally when I think about stuff like woman and marriage, I feel bad. When I think about you and Morel, I feel okay. It counts for something, no?
Oh, of course it counts for something. But we've had our hard times too.
She looks down at her legs.
I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
And we can say, number one, he'd still be into you. That's not how these things work. Option number two, now I understand why you haven't told him about your doubts. Option number three, wow, love is hard. Or number four, say nothing.
Oh, it's hard.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It is hard. It's number one a good option? It seems a bit
forward. Bit,
naive.
yeah.
Not quite honest. How would Harry actually feel? And I understand your doubts is a bit too harsh, maybe. I don't know. What was the third one?
Wow, love is hard.
That seems like a thing Harry would say.
I think so too.
Yeah, let's say that one.
It's not easy. I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it, lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is, the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Well, now we have to decide. Do we still believe in her? Do we still follow her suggestions?
What are the options here?
To hell with this. I still believe you saw the phasmid. That's option number one. Option number two is, thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. Option number three, okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one. Or option number four, you're right about all of it, and I need to get back to my work.
Number two or three is what I'm feeling. And those would allow us to keep looking for it, right?
I think number three would not allow us to look.
Can you repeat that one?
Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one.
Oh, he's saying chase another one to her. Okay. Then maybe number two. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
And we have two conclude options, but before that, number one, are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Sure.
Or number two, you do that. I'll check the traps one more time. So let's start with the Garys.
Yeah.
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas powered.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
It's not so bad.
Oh, me neither. Okay, and then you do that. I'll check the traps one more time.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to check it.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
Yes.
Well, after this whole love story, I'm even more interested, honestly.
Yeah.
Now it has significance somehow that it didn't have before.
I mean, one last time. What could it hurt, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we have a new option. Can I have your address? Just in case there's news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock,
Tabernacle.
but
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we can conclude by saying either option number 1, be careful out there, Lena. Option number 2, it's been a pleasure, man. Or option number 3, the rest of it is pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light.
Just say, pleasure meeting you.
Not the Lena option?
Isn't that? Well, I mean...
Be careful out there, Lena, or it's been a pleasure, ma'am.
Oh, I see. Good catch, Vincent. I think the first one was much more personal, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I agree. Let's say that one.
you too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be a...
The sentence remains unfinished.
Wild goose chase.
And the task is completed. And we gain 30 XP.
Nice.
A dream. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine puffs quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open.
That is
Outside,
kinda
the
funny.
cold coastal wind
Yeah.
blows.
The nitro injection.
Yeah, okay.
We should go too.
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the Feld Building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness. To ask the wind once more.
Yeah, no, Shivers, we're done that.
I guess this is going to happen every time we now conclude
Oh,
one of the things
no.
that are still open.
Yeah.
The game subtly nudging you towards completing the main quest, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we would have done that before.
Well. Okay.
We're almost at the end. Is there anything quick we want to do?
We could just run back and check the.
Sure. You know what?
Yep.
Sure. Let's really piss off Kim. Maybe this is he will leave then, and then we can talk to Klas.
That could be it. Yeah, but I don't think
We'll
so.
see. Yeah, but this is a good thing to end on, and then probably next time we'll talk to Joyce.
Yeah, exactly.
And it does feel like the game might be slowly wrapping up. I don't know, or going to the last phase. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the Joyce thing, the only
It's just a church, but honestly, I'm willing to risk it that we're gonna lose the church plot. It feels so separate from everything else.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, it's 2 millimeters of nothing, and it has the pale. in
Oh
it,
yeah,
so
I mean that part is cool. It's
yeah.
just so hard to get to that part
I know.
with all the other stuff.
Wait, how do I? Okay, where am I? Wait, this is.
What time is it?
It's 11:28, so we have a lot of time left.
Yeah, I guess.
But
there
depending
is
on
also maybe long conversations to be had.
yeah, depending on the Joyce conversation, that could be very long because we haven't talked to her in a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and if that isn't long enough, then might as well go to the church because
I don't know. I don't know if I want. Yeah, I mean
Don't
you're right.
know.
If we have the time, yes.
yeah.
I mean, I would probably do that over reading random magazines, which is what you're supposed to do. Although we could spend the day in the bookstore. Hey, here's what we could do. We could like go to Joyce, tell her all about Everett, then like sheepishly ask her for money, and then use that money to buy role-playing games to play with Kim and her dice.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
I would probably do that over the church.
Yeah, I would probably do that in real life. So
Well, we're sort of already doing it, but like
Yeah.
we don't have an actual murder to solve. Luckily,
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, let's talk to the trap.
Yes.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
And that's
Okay.
the end.
That's it. It's just no
The trap
phasmid.
is filled with poor things.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. Maybe tomorrow.
It could be.
Maybe every day we go here in memory of the marriage of Lena and Morale.
Yeah.
Maybe. I guess next time we'll talk to Joyce. No Ruby today. False alarm. False cliffhanger.
I mean, we tried, but the game told us, don't do it.
Basically, yeah. And it convinced me too.
Yeah.
But we're slowly getting there. With in our 70s of episodes, we're slowly getting there. If
Yes.
you, dear viewer, enjoy us slowly, lamely creeping towards the end, then you can leave comments and tell us how we're doing. You can also subscribe to the channel, and you can follow us on Twitter @makes_play. Vincent, last words?
Now I'm wondering if we should check all the traps. Oh, God.
Bye.